Oh gosh diddly darn, isn't this quite the peculiar situation that I'm in? Last I remember, I was covering Roblox events. Must have been a PB glitch. That's right, my fellow friends, we're covering doors again. To recap the previous events of last chapter, we were in a haunted hotel, ooh, scary. And then, we were chased into an elevator by this funny looking guy right here. And, the elevator broke and now we're falling to our doom. Not too much happened. Yeah, I've just been falling in this elevator for the last year and a half. If you played before I did, then congratulations, you've been falling for longer. But, oh, look at this! It's floor 2! It finally came out! 2 months ago by the time I'm recording this audio. Jeez Louise, I suck at this game now, don't I? Well, it seems that my time is about to expire, so we'll see you at the My fucking back! We start off our journey by waiting for the release of floor 2. So this is day 1, also meaning the pre-nerf. We were looking around for an elevator for a while, and then we realized that there was no elevator, so we had to create one. So once we load in... Once we load... This isn't sped up, by the way. This is real time. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Help? Okay, I guess. After a long while of waiting, we finally load into the mines. Now, I don't actually know how to do this time because it's not the same style of format that I did for my other Doors videos. So it's just gonna kind of be awkward of just random gameplay footage and my voice popping in and out. So we're not going to do that. Yeah.
This part is called trial and error because we're learning stuff for the first time.
This is not the same game as it was the other day. Let's introduce the first threat of this floor, the giggle. At this point, me explaining them is pointless because you probably already know what giggles do, but they're little bitches that cling to the ceiling and will fall on you if you're directly under them. You can get them off by having another player kick them off for you, or you could just take damage and wait for it to come off yourself. There's no way to, make it come off. And oh, hey, look, it's the first Rush. We've met Rush before. We know who Rush is. We don't need to worry much about Rush. He acts. What the fuck is this? Heartbeat minigame jump scare. Okay then, I guess. Little ways later, we get our next threat. The Gloom Bats. Bit of a fair warning, I die to Gloom Bats again later in this footage. However, I have an excuse. They didn't tell me anything. You, Guiding Light, didn't tell me anything. They're a threat when in swarms. Yeah, thank you. I was just supposed to figure out that they don't like lights, and I'm stupid, so I didn't figure that out. Only up to 15 doors later, and we already encounter Figure. How fun! Aren't you supposed to be the big bad or something? Why are you here so early? He isn't a threat, you could just walk past him. And now time for the next one, the Fire Damp Room. This is easy, just don't turn on a flammable object. Candles. You can turn on candles here, though. I don't know why. So, that's pretty much the first run. It sucked. Who would have guessed? The second run, however... Just watch the footage.
Hey. Oh my god! I just witnessed the murder!
I do tend to have the murderous tendencies. There's nothing really else of note to note here, so we're just gonna move on to the next important bit. We skipped time a little bit to September because I didn't actually manage to beat the second Figure room. But yeah, after the patch, now comes our favorite Neko, our favorite fucking eyeball. Oh, Jesus fuck. There's a new mechanic to the Seek Chase. It's called hitting the jump button. Just do that a few times, and you don't die. The Seek Chase is a little... I hit the jump button. I hit the jump button, wait! Oh, okay, we're good. This is my first time doing the minecart section, so, yeah. After some trial and error, and getting another friend to help me, I finally beat the Seek Chase. Woohoo! Unfortunately, the endeavor is not over yet because there's another big bad for this chapter, apparently. Well, we'll get to him in a second. Ow. This little bitch chasing us is called a grumble, and it's a species, that being a matured giggle. So, they do age. Unlike regular Door 50, you need to find anchors instead of books. And Jesus Christ, are they spread out. At this point, we had no clue that the little antenna on top pointed to the anchor. So, yeah, it was just a matter of us running around for a few minutes. That was, of course, until I figured it out, because I'm a Giga Chad. That's where we end off this section, because that's it, we died to the grumbles. So, of course, like this normal individual I am, we gather other people to do it for us, while I just sit in here and wait for them to finish. After activating all the anchors, you can press the button again, and the second chase happens. This is, like, the fifth chase that we've done so far, I think. Normally at this point I would just end the footage and move on to the ending bit because there's nothing else besides another figure, but let's actually travel back to floor 1 because a lot of stuff has changed in floor 1. First, a bit of interest in the first thing that I noticed was the outside. Yeah, that's right, the room before the greenhouse. It changed. Outside, you could claim yourself a fresh pair of shears that you can either save to floor 2, or you could actually use them on this little room right here. This room only contains gold, but I refuse to believe that's all its purpose is, so we're just gonna have to see what else comes in the future of it. Other minor stuff changed about floor 1, like Dupe has a room. If you crucify him, there's side rooms and rooms that you weren't able to go in before, like the hallway, the tourney hallway, that hallway, you know, the Tetris block hallway, that one. Yeah. New entity called Dread. There's 2 achievements for him, one for just surviving and another for crucifying. I don't think the average person spends around 10 minutes in a room unless it's like a puzzle room. But even so, puzzle rooms are easy, so now we move on to the final portion of the game.
This part is titled The End,
because we're beating it now. Take the information that you know about the first Seek Chase from this floor and completely toss it out the window. You're not going to need it here minus the jumping. This is completely different and I argue harder. This room goes from 95 to 99, so you don't really have to worry about the second Seek Chase until way later. But even so, this is still annoying to deal with. Oh my god, guys, look, I did it my first try. This is my first try. Look, guys, I'm at Door 200. Guys, look, I made it. Ew. Welcome, everyone, to the final test. Jumping Simulator. All jokes aside, next to Door 50 figure, this is probably my favorite part of the game. It's not too hard, but it's also not too easy. It's that middle ground, in my opinion. It's not too hard to understand, but it's also easy, I guess. If you're not a mobile player, then you're probably not going to know that you're able to jump until it's a little too late, which is something that I did notice because in mobile, the jump button doesn't go away, but for PC, you wouldn't know. So, yeah. The only threats here are the things in the slime pool, or whatever the hell you want to call Seek. Fucking weird-ass entity creature he is. But, there's his hands thing that come around phase 2, these little blob guys that I'm pretty sure are at phase 1, and then finally the jumping things that come at phase 3. I don't know what to call them other than things, because that's pretty much what they are. They're things. But after you manage to successfully kill Seek, yes, you kill him this time, he's no more. Haha, what an idiot. Once you manage to kill the bitch, he flushes down the toilet, and then you get an achievement. A thing before you had to do was actually find 3 fuses, which, why did you change that? I liked it. I guess it would have been a little too hard, or maybe I'm just a masochist because I like hard things. Wait. On some final notes, I might as well talk about a few changes to some items, like the candle. Put it in the rift to get an enchanted candle. I'm just gonna call it an enchanted candle. It works like the candle in the Hotel Plus update. The normal candle is just a light source now. So yeah, that pretty much consists of my yap session about Doors Floor 2. I hope you guys liked the video. If you're interested in more videos like this, subscribe and like the video and hit the notification bell, and subscribe and like the video and hit the notification. Fuck!